Have you ever wondered how the Keystone State, Pennsylvania, came to be? The second U.S. state to be ratified, Pennsylvania has a long and proud history. Our journey begins in the year 1681. It was then that the English Quaker William Penn founded Pennsylvania after receiving a charter to do so from King Charles II. Penn, a man of vision, dreamt of a place where freedom of religion would be upheld, a place where everyone, irrespective of their faith, could dwell in peace. But his vision didn't stop there. He also sought to ensure fair treatment of the Native Americans, the original inhabitants of the land. Penn also revolutionized the penal system when he helped establish Pennsylvania's prison system and moved away from the use of torture and mutilation as punishment and replaced it with hard labor. While Pennsylvania began as a proprietary colony, owned and governed by Penn himself, it wasn't long before it transitioned into a royal colony under the rule of the English crown. Penn's contributions to the establishment of Pennsylvania were astounding. Penn's vision and the principles he established became the bedrock upon which the Keystone State was built. Thus, the foundation of Pennsylvania was laid, steeped in ideals of freedom and fairness. As the 18th century unfolded, Pennsylvania found itself at the heart of a burgeoning revolution. This was not just a revolution of arms and ammunition, but of hearts and minds. People yearned for freedom, for the right to govern themselves, and Pennsylvania was the soil on which these seeds of liberty were sown. In the city of Philadelphia, the air was thick with anticipation, and the cobblestone streets echoed with whispers of rebellion. It was here, in the summer of 1776, that the Declaration of Independence was drafted. This document, a powerful testament to human liberty, was a bold proclamation to the world, announcing the birth of a new free nation. Its words, penned by Thomas Jefferson, were a rallying cry for all who yearned for freedom. But the path to liberty was not a smooth one. Pennsylvania saw its fair share of conflict during the American Revolution. The Battle of Brandywine, fought in 1777, was one of these pivotal moments. It was the longest single-day battle of the Revolution, with continuous fighting for 11 grueling hours. Though the American forces, led by General George Washington, were ultimately defeated, the battle served to galvanize the resolve of the revolutionaries. The winter that followed was one of the harshest in memory. At Valley Forge, the Continental Army faced not just the British forces, but also hunger, disease, and the brutal cold. But rather than breaking their spirits, this adversity steeled their resolve. They emerged from that winter stronger, more determined, and with a renewed sense of purpose. And then, in 1787, Philadelphia was once again the stage for a historic event. It was here that the United States Constitution, the document that would serve as the blueprint for the nation's governance, was drafted. This was the culmination of the revolutionary fervor that had swept through Pennsylvania. In many ways, Pennsylvania was the birthplace of American democracy. It was here that the ideals of freedom and self-governance took root, shaping not just a state, but a nation, and indeed the world. If you're enjoying this video so far, then please take this opportunity to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel grow. Now back to the video. With the dawn of the 19th century, Pennsylvania transformed into an industrial powerhouse. As the new century broke, Pennsylvania was a state on the cusp of a metamorphosis. The quiet farms and small towns were soon to be overshadowed by the rise of industries that would leave an indelible mark on the state's identity. Steel, coal, and railroads, these were the pillars that would support Pennsylvania's ascent into industrial might. The coal mines of Pennsylvania, abundant and rich, provided the much-needed fuel for the burgeoning industries. The mines hummed with activity as they churned out coal, powering locomotives, heating homes, and feeding the furnaces of steel mills. And speaking of steel, no conversation about Pennsylvania's industrial might would be complete without mentioning the steel industry. Pennsylvania, and specifically Pittsburgh, became synonymous with steel. The city's mills, bathed in the orange glow of molten metal, worked tirelessly, producing the steel that would construct the skylines of America. The railroads, too, played a pivotal role in Pennsylvania's industrial narrative. They offered a lifeline to the expanding industries, transporting coal, steel, and other goods across the state and beyond. They connected Pennsylvania to the rest of the nation, facilitating trade and fostering economic growth. And at the heart of this industrial revolution were figures like Andrew Carnegie. Carnegie, an immigrant-turned-industrialist, built a steel empire that dominated the industry. His mills in Pittsburgh became symbols of Pennsylvania's industrial prowess. But it wasn't just Pittsburgh. Bethlehem, too, played a significant role in the industrial story of Pennsylvania. It was home to Bethlehem Steel, the second-largest steel producer in the nation. The city's skyline, punctuated by the towering stacks of the steel mill, was a testament to Pennsylvania's industrial might. As the 19th century rolled into the 20th, Pennsylvania's industrial power continued to grow. The state's resources, its strategic location, and the determination of its people had transformed it into an economic juggernaut. Pennsylvania's industrial might not only transformed the state, but also the nation. And while the landscape of industry has changed over time, the legacy of Pennsylvania's industrial era remains, a testament to the state's pivotal role in shaping America's industrial narrative. By the way, if you happen to be an educator or homeschooling parent, then check out History Unboxed, which offers fun and engaging history lessons for all ages and learning abilities. These lessons are shipped right to your door with all the materials you need, conveniently packaged. Just check out the link below. Now, let's get back to the video. As we journey into the 20th and 21st centuries, Pennsylvania continues to play a pivotal role in America's story. The World Wars left indelible marks on the Keystone State. During the First World War, Pennsylvania's steel mills and coal mines were the lifeblood of America's war effort, supplying the materials that built the ships, tanks, and weapons that helped secure victory. The Second World War saw Pennsylvanians once again answer the call, with women and men alike toiling in factories, contributing to what President Roosevelt termed the arsenal of democracy. However, the Great Depression that straddled the wars brought Pennsylvania to its knees. The collapse of the steel and coal industries left many Pennsylvanians jobless, and the state's economy was severely affected. But like the rest of America, Pennsylvania rose from the ashes, rebuilding its industries and infrastructure. The civil rights movement in the mid-20th century also resonated deeply within Pennsylvania. Cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh were hotbeds of protests and activism, with Pennsylvanians of all races and backgrounds joining together to fight for equality and justice. As the 20th century wore on, Pennsylvania began to shift from a manufacturing-based economy to a service-based one. The steel mills and coal mines that once defined the state's landscape gave way to corporate offices and tech startups. Today, Pennsylvania is home to some of the nation's fastest-growing tech hubs, with companies like Comcast and SAP leading the way. This shift to the tech sector has not only revived Pennsylvania's economy, but has also brought a new dynamism to the state. The old industrial towns are being transformed into vibrant, innovative cities, filled with a new generation of Pennsylvanians, ready to write the next chapter of this state's storied history. Today, Pennsylvania stands as a testament to its rich and diverse history. From its founding to the present day, Pennsylvania's history is a tapestry of fascinating stories and pivotal moments. It's a state that's seen the birth of a nation, the spark of revolution, the roar of industry, and the march of progress. Let's take a moment to look back. In the beginning, Pennsylvania was born out of a dream, a vision of a place where religious freedom could thrive. The state was founded by William Penn, a Quaker who sought to create a haven for his fellow believers. Over time, Pennsylvania grew to become a melting pot of different cultures and beliefs, a testament to the spirit of acceptance and diversity that defined its founding. Then came the flame of revolution. As the American colonies chafed under British rule, Pennsylvania stood at the forefront of the fight for independence. It was here in the city of Philadelphia that the Declaration of Independence was signed, marking a turning point in the course of history. The state played a crucial role in the American Revolution, hosting pivotal battles and serving as the incubator for the ideals that would shape a new nation. Moving forward to the age of industry, Pennsylvania was a powerhouse, a bastion of manufacturing and innovation. It was here that the country's first oil well was drilled, sparking an energy revolution that would change the world. The state's steel mills and factories drove the American economy, and its railroads connected the nation, embodying the spirit of progress and determination that defined the era. Fast forward to the present day, and Pennsylvania continues to play a central role in American life. Its cities are vibrant centers of culture and commerce. Its countryside is a testament to the nation's agricultural heritage, and its people are a living embodiment of the American dream. So the next time you think of Pennsylvania, remember, you're not just thinking of a state, but a cornerstone of American history. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a little something about the second U.S. state. If you have not already done so, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you're always up to date on the latest episodes. We are the Minutemen of History.